Hey everybody, today we'll be reviewing some footage of a trip I took a few years ago out to the Brooks Falls. The Brooks Falls is located in Katmai National Park and Reserve, and that's about 260 miles southwest of Alaska's biggest city, Anchorage. I'll start with a few stills that I took of the trip. I wasn't recording, I really wish I would have because the scenery was absolutely incredible. The trip itself was actually a lot of fun, just riding in that float plane on such a beautiful day. Honestly, really couldn't beat it. Upon our arrival, we were greeted by an incredibly professional and friendly staff of state park workers. They brought us in, we jumped off the plane, and they gave us a complete rundown on what to expect and all the rules to follow to make sure that everybody was safe on our trip and that nobody got injured. The house you're seeing right here is where they gave us our briefing. As you can see, there's a fence around it that is an electrified fence. We also got to eat lunch in there, but they just want to make sure everybody was safe during the briefing. That way no bears snuck up on us. Right here, you'll see just exactly how many salmon there are in that area. It was pretty incredible. They are mostly red salmon, and it was just an absolutely perfect day for that sort of trip. There was a walkway on the way to the falls. We got to view some bears in there. Only a couple. I didn't get much footage of that, but it was really cool seeing them from a different perspective, looking down upon the bears. This here is the first viewing area we came to. Saw the falls from a distance. Wasn't as crowded in this spot. They did let about 20 or so people through at a time, but still great. I mean, bears everywhere. Can't complain about that. So in this spot, there were actually some fishermen down to our right. I don't know if it's something I'd be ever interested in, and I love fishing, but it'd be a little too much for me with all these bears running around. So July is the best time to visit the falls. It's during the peak of the salmon run, at least for bear viewing. And but don't be mistaken, bears will be around about from mid-spring to mid-fall. So there can be up to 50 bears at these falls at a time, all just fighting for their spot for the next meal. I love this shot because you can just see all the salmon scatter and make way for the bear, who's totally relaxed, and he just knows that he can have just about every single one of them if he wanted to. Here's a quick shot that I sped up by 10 times so you can see all the salmon swimming around in there. So this trip was kind of unplanned. I didn't know I was going on it until about, I think, a week, up until we did. And I am so thankful that we got to see this because it was truly, truly breathtaking. I've seen bears before, living up in Alaska all my life, but this was definitely on a whole nother level from anything I'd ever experienced. I really enjoyed seeing all the different personalities of the bears. I like how that one is just sitting in the jacuzzi pool, enjoying a nice meal, and others had a little bit more energy than that. But they all seemed to clear the way whenever a bigger bear would approach and just let them have their time. And yeah, pick up the scraps after that. Here's another great example of the bear just clearing house. Look out. You will make way. It's pretty incredible to watch these bears eat because they really love the salmon skin. They love getting that fat out of there. So you'll find just skinned salmon with meat on the bones just because they're strictly after that fat. Now don't get me wrong, that's not always the case. I've definitely seen a bear devour a fish or two. Also, as I had mentioned before, it was a work trip for me, and out in those villages, you can't bring your regular cell phone. At least I couldn't because my internet provider didn't have service out there. So I had to buy a new cell phone, and of course I just got a cheap one since it was only for work. So, sorry if the video's not that great as far as the quality goes. It's the best I could work with. find it kind of funny that even with all these thousands of fish, these bears are still very aware of their surroundings and very aware of any other bears sneaking in to try and get a bite of their dinner. This place was really a true fisherman's paradise, but I was okay giving up my fishing rights to these bears on this trip. And quite honestly, watching these bears brought me way more excitement than I think I'd ever have on a rod and reel. So here I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I could sense a little tension in the air, and once they started heading our direction, I was wondering exactly how far they were willing to take this little altercation. To be fair to these bears, I've seen humans do the same exact thing. Plenty of fish in the river, but you gotta have that one spot. If you're ever looking to check this out for yourself, but you don't have the time to come check out these falls in person, you can always check out the National Park Service website. There is a webcam that they actually stream these falls all summer long, and it is solar powered, so it's shut down during the winter. Of course, there won't be any bears anyway, but during the winter they actually do show highlights on that same website. So, highly recommend, go check it out. Always fun for a watch. The website you can check it out on is nps, like National Park Service.gov/KATM. Now this right here had to be the highlight of the trip. This is the moment I had been waiting for. We had seen a few bears here and there catch fish, jump on them, pounce on them in the river, but I really wanted to see one standing on the edge of the falls, just waiting, timing his moment to grab that perfect salmon, the one that we're all looking for. So this right here is the bridge we crossed at the beginning of the video. Right on the other side is where the camp is, where you start your little journey, and the float planes just land on the other side of that spit sticking out, right on the other side of the bridge. So this was definitely an interesting moment. Off in the distance you can see a bear. I'll give you a better shot here in a second. Right here. So he swam down that channel, worked his way towards the bridge, just chasing fish the whole way, and worked his way under the bridge and met up with a few friends at the end. So again, I apologize for the poor video quality, but right at the other end of this bridge, there's a very small dot moving to the right. Now that's the bear we just saw in the last couple clips. The interesting thing about this portion of the video is that there were a couple fishermen, you'll see on the right there, that actually started to cross as the bear was headed their direction. Now, I don't know what happened there, but apparently they didn't realize how slow you move in chest-deep water, and ended up being a bit of a sticky situation for them right up until the end. Definitely not a situation I want to find myself in. However, I will say it was pretty entertaining for the rest of us to watch this entire thing go down. And they're about to get a warning from some other people that he's coming.
You have a bear moving toward you.
Not that they were warned like 6 times before.
You are too close to that bear. Please move away from the bear.
Here you can see the bear just pop his head up past that tree line.
Keep walking, pick up your gear.
He is right next to him.
Oh, yeah, looks like it.
And I don't know if you could hear the radios, but the park employees are in constant communication with each other, doing a tremendous job. Anyway, that'll do it for this time. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be trying to post videos every single week and YouTube shorts every single day. So if you enjoyed what you saw, check back in and we'll see what else we can get into. See ya!